I sent you yesterday something that you would be working on in our first meeting or first workshop here. I'm going to give you the introduction course, what we say course orientation or course introduction. Okay. And next, I'm going to check, but I should, come up with the, your responses. Okay. You will be asked to explain your answers, okay, to the group, especially your proposed activities. Okay. We'd like to hear from you about what you already know about your proposed activities. So please spend around 5 minutes talking about this. And after that, I'm going to give you the course, overview or orientation. The next thing is to come up with the literature review. I'm going to review the literature about teaching and learning, and basically grammar teaching. And the last thing to do is to, I'm going to introduce you to the major assignment of this course. You have one big assignment, but of course, throughout the course, you will have some more little tasks, okay? But one major assignment. So 4 or 5 things to do this morning. And I will, I hope you will contribute a lot to this class, okay? Let me share screen, please. Do you all see my screen?
Sure.
Yes.
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 Yes. Very good. Very good. Okay. Yeah. Our course is about approaches to teaching grammar. Okay. Just get to know me a little bit. Okay, who I am, especially those who actually we have 10 new trainees, okay, and 5 old, okay, trainees here in this course. So I think it's a good idea to get to know each other. Okay, this is my name. I am Sonat. Just call me the both, okay, Sonat. Yeah, both my first name and my last name. Okay, my phone number and my email address, just in case in the future you may contact me for a particular purpose, and of course for academic or professional purpose, not for financial purpose, by the way. For my education, I am holding a bachelor's degree of education from the Institute of Foreign Languages, called IFL, majoring in TEFL. Yeah. I am also holding a specialist certificate in teaching communication skills from Regional English Language Center, Singapore. Okay. I'm also holding an MA, a master degree in TESOL, teaching English to speakers of other languages from the University of Canberra, Australia. For my work experience, I am a teacher trainer here myself, and I am also working as a head, okay, or a director of teacher training department here at the Uncle Tree Project for 5 years, 4 or 5 years now, okay, since early or late 2016. Okay. I'm also working as a university lecturer and I've been teaching at different universities here in Siem Reap, at the University of Southeast Asia, at University, Panyasastra University, but my home university is PUC, Panyasastra University of Cambodia. Okay. And I'm also an assessor. What do I do as an assessor? I am the ACC, one of the ACC members. ACC stands for Accreditation Committee of Cambodia. Our team is to goes from one university to another to check, okay, whether that particular university is educationally healthy or not, or is academically healthy or not. Like the medical doctors, they check whether you are mentally or physically healthy. But our job as an education doctors, okay, we travel from one university to another to check, okay, whether, hey, Mr. Director, are you doing a good job in terms of finance, in terms of academia, in terms of staff treatment, things like that, okay? So in general, our job is to check, is to assess, not to close the door of a university, but to assess whether that university is healthy enough, okay, in terms of education, okay?
Yes.
This is all about me. Yeah, I am who I am, okay? An educator, a teacher trainer, an assessor, a good father, a good husband, okay, of course. Yeah, I would like to quickly introduce you to our project a little bit, just in case some of our, just in case some projects may be interesting to you or to your friends. Okay? Can I do this, everybody?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, this is an overview of who we are, the Onco3 project. We have two main programs, okay? Teacher training and English language training, okay? For the teacher training department, which is under my supervision or under my leadership, they are here they are, okay? We have pre-service or early career. Yeah, sorry, we have here interactive teacher training, ITTSR. Yeah, interactive teacher training Siem Reap, okay, ITTSR. In this course of program, we provide the opportunity to pre-service teachers, pre-service teacher or early career, okay, teacher. For the pre-service, we have, studied, our team has studied that there is a big gap for, university students who are mastering in or majoring in TESOL or TEFL. Of course, at the university, from year 1 to year 3, you just study English proficiency. Try to develop your writing skills, your reading skills, vocabulary, okay, grammar lessons, so on and so forth. Can you mute your microphone, please? Thank you. Okay, so at university, the TESOL or TEFLers, okay, from year 1 to year 3, they are just. Can somebody mute your microphone, please? Hello. Thank you.
Teacher,
Okay.
I'm new teacher.
Sorry?
I heard from Prada Dimay, right? And I mute him already.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, because of my internet, I always, it always cut. And then when I get started again, it automatically work.
Okay. 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 Hope things will be okay, right? Thank you. Again, for the interactive, we have two target audiences. Number one is pre-service. Pre-service teachers here, we refer to those people or student at university who are doing TESOL or TEFL program or courses. Because as you know that, because most of you here are, from TESOL field, okay, or you are doing TESOL program at university. From year 1 to year 3, it's more about the development of English proficiency. In other words, you just try to learn something about grammar, rules, vocabulary, reading skills, writing skills, such and such, but not teaching methods or teaching methodology. Only when you start your year 4 program, okay, you are taught, the teaching methodology. So we feel that our team feels that this is a little late for for you who are going to be teachers in the near future, because when you get to year 4 already. But in reality, year 1 or year 2 students may, try to find jobs, okay, for one to support their daily expenses, or to to gain some teaching experience, because they are the prospective teachers. They are teachers in the future. Yeah. So this is a very big gap. When they're in year 1 or year 2, they want to be teachers, but they have no experience. Okay. So we provide this. These are the potential audiences for our course. And another group of people we also consider, okay, to be part of the program is early career teachers. Those who still feel uncomfortable, okay, when it comes to teaching. In other words, they know very little about teaching, or even none. They start teaching for a few months, they have no training, they have no teaching experience, so they just use the routine behavior of teaching. They just simply learn from or copy the teaching styles from their teachers, okay, to apply in their classrooms. These are our potential audiences, okay, for ITT or for interactive teacher training, okay, Siem Reap. At the moment, we are running 2 courses or 2 groups, Saturday morning and Sunday morning, okay? 2 groups of people, and now we are over mid term already. We are now in week 18 today, and this weekend is week 18, and we have to do 30 weeks for the whole course. And the course covers 15 modules, okay, or 15 units. Yeah. For the next year we will choose another group. Our current group will finish off sometime in late or end of October, okay. And next year we will start again early here. We will start again early 2022. So if you know somebody who may be interested, please stay tuned to this. Everybody gets my message, please?
Yes, teacher.
Leave me okay. This is Another program is EPPS, English for Public Primary Schools. Okay, the PPAS here, this is only for English, teachers of English teaching in primary school, grade 4, 5, and 6, because 4 graders or 6 graders or 5 graders will have to study English in primary school. Unfortunately, some teachers in primary schools, have never been trained to teach English. They are teachers, of course, but they have never been trained to teach English. Because teaching English is different from teaching other subjects. You can be, maybe you are a very good math teacher, but when it comes to teaching English, you may be a poor teacher. Okay, so this is also a 1-year program or 1-year course. We will finish one group, okay, in August this year, okay, next month, and we will choose another group but this is only for public primary schools, not from the NGO schools, not from, okay, commercial schools or community school, just primary school, public primary school, okay. Another program is in-service advanced training, or I can say here I Teach Cambodia. This is what you are doing right now with me here, a 5-week course, okay, every Saturday morning from 8 to 11. Yeah, this is ITC, I Teach Cambodia, and the target audiences for this course, okay, are those teachers from NGO schools, okay, and the community schools. We give the priority to those teachers. Okay, our original approach was that everybody had to sit the level test, okay, and after the test you had to come through the interview. After the interview, yeah, when you were selected to be part of the group or part of the course already, I as a trainer would have to visit your classroom, your physical classrooms, okay, for 1 hour each, and we chose only 15 maximum, okay, 15 trainees. So I had to go to your NGO schools, to your classrooms, okay, to observe your teaching for 1 hour before the training. To do so, I could collect some common issues or some commonalities, okay, of all the 15 trainees. After 1 hour of observation, you would have to sit in the course for 5 weeks consecutively. Okay? For the training, actually. Okay. And after the training, I would have to go back to their classrooms for 2 hours. The first visit or the first hour was just to sit and observe, okay, the trainees teaching again. So by doing so, I could compare the teaching status before the training and the teaching status after the training. Okay, and I could feel that there is a difference. There was a difference between the two teaching scenarios. The second visit to that same classroom is to coach. Okay, so the homeroom teacher, I mean the trainee, would have to sit in the classroom and observe my teaching. This is called coaching. So that's the whole, protocol of ITC, the original, okay, the original concept, the original approach of ITC, I Teach Cambodia. Okay, so level tests, interview, classroom observation, training, classroom observation again, and coaching. So it's quite a long, okay, not long, but quite a, very much cooperative or interactive between trainees and trainer. And I could see, okay, the result was very much interesting. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 has destroyed, okay, our originality, our origin, okay? Yeah, so we have to, we can't do anything. Just meeting online and giving you some, more critical tasks. So for this reason, I very strongly suggest that you work cooperatively or put much effort, okay, in completing your tasks or your assignments. Okay, everyone? Are you all sleeping?
Yes,
No.
teacher.
No.
Listening.
Thank you. Yeah. The ball is in my court now, the ball is in my court. So let me play the ball first. Okay.
Yeah, please.
In service, already ITC, and again, this is for in service. I mean, those who are already teachers, those who know much about teaching already, but they are here, they find themselves in this course to just develop their profession or to improve their profession. You are not new to this. Okay, and for the last group here, our group, 10 of you, 10 of the trainees here have gone through my interview. Okay, so for the next course, I will, excuse me, I will do this again, and I can say ITC now is popular. Yes, I am proud to say this. The proof is that after 1 hour of announcement, we got full or over, outnumbered. I mean, full registration already. Like for this course, I hate to choose only 15 trainees, but the candidates, okay, or there were over 46, 47 people registered in this course. Okay. Yes, just for your information, in case in the future courses or the next courses, ITC, okay, when you see the announcement, please be in a hurry, okay, or you will be out, okay, for some reasons, for one reason or another. Another program is called IT for Teachers, okay, ITC 4E, yes, this is something just, to make our team easy to recognize. So ITC, IT for Teachers. We have, okay, quite a good number of, people attending this course, IT for Teachers. Okay. And we have a good cooperation with PTEC, what we call PTech, Phnom Penh Training, Teacher Training College. Okay. And last one here is English for Teachers. I think this may be interesting to some people. English for Teachers, the main aim for this is to, upgrade teachers' English proficiency, basically speaking. In this program, I designed what we call a flipped classroom. Flipped classroom means like flip, okay, from upside down or something like that. The concept of flipped classroom is that students or trainees come to the class only to exchange their work, like to workshop. It's more about workshop. It's not much about lecturing. The traditional classroom, the students come to class to learn from the teachers, okay, to listen to the teacher's explanation or instruction. But the concept of flipped classroom, we flip it, okay, so we turn it upside down. Students come to class to exchange their work, to exchange their knowledge, okay, or their experiences. At home, okay, or in their free time, they do some kind of work to like the grammar exercises or reading exercises, okay. But in the classroom, when they come to class or when they meet, they just talk, okay. And this is for only for teachers only, teachers of English only, of course. We call it EFT. We have 16, 17 current trainees, okay, and the course finished sometime in August as well. And for next year, we will choose another group or the new promotion. In case some of you may have a friend, okay, who feel that who would like to improve their speaking, okay, skill as a teacher, then you can recommend, okay. So there are two programs that I think you should, just in case, okay, recommend to your friends is ITTS-OR and EFT. For the English language training, we have grade 1 to grade 12. We train, or we teach, not train, we teach students from grade 1 to grade 12, primary through higher secondary schools. Okay, in our community, we have over 200 students. Okay, it's all about us, about the Onco3 project. So 5 programs or 5 courses under the teacher training department. Excuse me. Any questions so far?
Teacher.
Yes, please.
I heard you mentioned about flipped classroom, right?
Yes.
Can you elaborate more? I'm very interested about the topics.
Okay, this is Puthirat, right?
Yes.
Okay, I can recognize your sound because I can't, when I'm sharing the screen, I can't see who is talking. Fortunately, I can recognize the sound. Okay, thank you very much. The concept of flipped, okay, classroom is that during the week, actually we run this course on Sunday afternoon. Okay, so during the weekday, we use the Moodle learning platform. Have you heard of Moodle, Thirat? You know Moodle? People from PUC know this, right? Prof and then Chatra, okay? Moodle, okay? Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so we use the Moodle learning platform where the trainer will have to upload, okay, or will have to assign, or upload the assignments or the tasks or quizzes, something like that. So during the weekday, the trainee will have to fill in or to work on some exercises. Okay, and for the training, they meet 2 hours every Sunday. During the meeting, they just bring the project, okay, especially speaking. For example, today I'm going to give you one topic for your search, okay, for your preparation, okay, plus some resources, reading. For example, today I give you a topic about environment. Okay, so in the next meeting, you will have to talk a lot about environment to support your preparation. Okay, in the Moodle, I will upload, okay, files or materials related to environment or any kind of YouTube video about environment. So you will have to do kind of independent learning, self-learning, learning. So you prepare one package for your speaking or for your presentation. And in the speaking, the trainer will have to try to identify the language chunks, okay, or the grammar points that the students will have to use much in this discourse or in this kind of speaking. Okay, so then the teachers don't teach the grammar. He or the trainer just simply highlight, okay, these are what you will have to improve. Okay, and if you want to learn this more, please go to this material. Okay, so you can see now it's flipped. The students come here not to learn the new things. They come here, they meet even online or physical class or meeting. They just simply come to share, okay? And the teachers or the trainers will have to try to spot, trainees' problems with the language, okay? But the focus is not on grammar development, but the focus is on speaking development. But of course, in speaking, you may need particular language chunks, okay, to support your speaking. For example, you talk about your, a time to remember, or your memorable, past experience. To talk about this, you need past tenses. Okay, you need to know something about some rules about past tenses. But the trainer doesn't teach this. The trainer just simply supports, okay, the students with some materials, especially something that they really need, okay, to talk about or to, they need to use in their speaking about that particular topic, a memorable time in the past. Puthirat, you get my point, please?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so it's
for
all
your
about
good steering, and
yeah,
I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of a workshop or a marketplace, when they meet either virtually or physically. This is a marketplace where all the trainees will have to express, will have to share, talk, okay? And the supports are there already in the Moodle, the grammar support, the grammar materials, reading materials related to that particular speaking discourse or communication discourse. I hope when I use the word discourse, everybody is not doesn't feel strange. Thank you. Any other questions,
Teacher,
please?
I have come up one more question.
Yes, one last.
Regarding to the flipped classroom again.
Yes.
My question is that flipped classroom suitable with the secondary learner or primary learner or both?
I would say primary is still, primary level is too low, okay, in terms of, preparation, in terms of time management, in terms of, self or independent learning. So I don't think it is suitable for primary, level learners or primary schoolers.
Okay,
Secondary
thank
school
you.
should be fine, depending on your project. It's a project based. It's a task based learning approach or teaching approach, where the students will have to work on the tasks. And of course, as you can imagine, when it comes to working on a particular task or assignment, you need a lot of resources. Your background knowledge, or your general knowledge of that particular area, okay, or topic. So simply speaking, flipped classroom doesn't fit well into the low levelers, okay, or low level students or learners. Primary, secondary, late secondary should be fine, yes. But again, it depends on how much support you can give to them. It also depends on the nature of your project. If it needs much time, it needs much critical thinking, it needs much or requires much, search. So we are afraid that youngsters, okay, or young learners can't do these kind of things. They don't have sense of searching. They don't have sense of exploration yet. Okay, Thirit?
Thank you for your sharing. Thank you.
Okay. Other question, please, from other people. Hello? No?
Thank you,
Oh.
Professor. Don't have any questions.
Okay, no problem. Yes. Thank you. I can't force you to ask me. Okay. Thanks.
It's new.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. For the assessment, I'd like you to talk. So now I want you to introduce yourself, say who you are, where you are from, and what you do. Of course, all of you here are teachers, but please specify a little bit about the level of your students. So I'd like to hear from you, or you should tell the class here, the whole group, about your name, okay, your job. Of course, you're a teacher, but again, talk about your students level and where you are from, okay? I mean, where you work. Then you can continue to talk about your responses, to talk about the 3 questions, but basically, or preferably, I'm happy to hear your explanation, okay, of your proposed activities to teach the given grammar point or grammar lesson. Okay, yeah. So in the grammar lesson, you are supposed to teach how to add SES or IES to the verb, to a verb when it is used with third person singular or he, she, it in the present simple. Okay, this is just a review. So please, everybody has to do this. Tell us your name, your student's level, and where you teach. Okay, your NGO names or your school name, right? And plus quick responses, 5 minutes each should be okay. Are you ready? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Who gonna start first, teacher?
Anyone, please. I think Thirit, yes.
Okay, so let me say good morning to you all and teachers. So my name Puthirit. Have been working at Cambodian Children Fund, which is located in Phnom Penh. So I'm teaching primary level with 6 grade students.
Yes, 6 graders. Okay.
Yeah, 6 grader, and I'm teaching English. And talking about my response in terms of teaching grammar, how to add SES. So I'm used inductive and deductive approach.
Mm-hmm.
So normally I teach them with meaning to form or form to meanings.
Yes.
I think this very old style. So that is the reason that I want to attend this course. So I can gain more knowledge in terms of teaching grammars. So
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to hear the word deductive and inductive. Okay. Yeah. Actually, this is not from him. Okay, please give me some time. I have combined all your responses with no name, of course, for ethical reason. I didn't put your name here. No, don't worry. I will send it to you. In your meantime, you can just spend 5 to 10 minutes browsing, okay, through the responses. And you can, okay, this guy knows much about this. Okay, that guy knows much about that, for example. So it is interesting. This is for your reference. Okay. Again, thank you very much, Thiret, for mentioning or for putting your fingers on the deductive and inductive approach to teaching grammar. Okay. We will learn more about this throughout the course. Okay. And we will decide whether, and by the end of the course, you will have made a decision whether to use deductive alone or inductive alone, or both, okay, in combination. Thank you. Who is next? Thiret, can you please call somebody? You can see the name. It's good for you to practice saying out your friend's name here. Please choose one.
Polipo, I think.
Yes, Oli, you are invited.
Polly. Yes. Good morning, Professor. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning. Yes.
What's a bit today?
Good morning.
My name is Polly. I'm a currently university student at Pañasasra University. Also a at NTL school. So I came here today. I don't have like really much question. I would listen more to people and the teacher because I come here in purpose to gain more knowledge about teaching because my experience is really new here. So I used to be a customer service at Lovely Hostel before the COVID. Employed. I don't want to stay home, so I can't try to find new profession for myself. So I want to do something. I don't want to free. That's why I'm here today. Thank you.
Okay, and you are currently teaching, right, Poli?
I'm currently a primary teaching, not a primary, it's just a training. Yeah, teacher.
Mm-hmm. So can you tell us a bit about your experience teaching grammar? So what do you do? What are the typical activities you are going to use in general?
The grammar usually come up when we start a new lesson. So yeah, student like not really come up with the grammar all the time. I just come up with every time that we start a new lesson. So before we start a new lesson, I have to show them what the lesson is about and the grammar they provide in the lesson. Then I provide them all the information they have to know before we start the lesson. That's it.
Okay, thank you. And I could read that in your response you wrote very short. Yeah, I can understand that you don't actually. I mean, no, yeah, about grammar teaching. No problem. Thank you very much. Okay. Next person, please, very quickly.
Teacher, can I introduce myself?
Yes, go ahead, please.
I am Lina.
Yes.
Good morning, trainer, and all the trainees who are participating here. My name is Lina, and I am now a junior at the University of Southeast Asia, and I am nearly graduated. Nowadays, I work as an ESL teacher at Suvarnabhumi School. Actually, I teach 3 different classes. In the morning, I teach primary level. They are in level 5. And in the afternoon, I teach kindergarten level. They are just 6 or 7 years old. And in the evening for part-time class, I teach primary level also. So 3 different classes. It's a little bit hard for me to prepare the lesson plan. And
Okay.
I've been working for almost 5 years, since 2016 until now. And however, I cannot say I am still less experience. I want to earn more experiences in teaching. And for this grammar, the method that I'm going to teach SES and IES with the student, I use deductive and inductive approach. The slide that you showed earlier is mine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you
Because
go?
I know only these 2 approaches. Yeah.
Can you elaborate, okay, how you're going to use the deductive and inductive approaches?
Yeah. With deductive, it means we teach like I give the example. No, it's a little bit confused. One is give example, and then student have to use that example to form. Yeah, I confused with deductive and inductive. One is example to rule, and one is rule to example. Yeah.
Okay.
I use these approaches when I teach grammar, but I found that it's effective, but it's a traditional method. I can say that. So I want to learn more method and approaches in teaching grammar, because when I teach grammar, I normally use these 2 approaches. So I found that it seems so boring. I use only these 2 techniques. So I want to change the approaches in teaching grammar.
Okay.
That's why I attend this course. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. Okay. Thank you. This is Lina, everybody. Lina from Savannaphum. Thank you. She's. I think Lina, this is your 3rd course. You attended in here.
The 3rd course.
The 3rd. Okay. Yes. The 3rd module. Okay. Thank you very much. Who is next, please?
Me.
Who is this? Go ahead, TV, is it?
Imai.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so good morning, teacher and everyone. My name is Imai. I am from Volunteer Building Cambodia. Community Center. It's in short VBCCC.
VBCC.
Yes.
Okay.
Such a school. Yes, and currently I'm a teacher teaching English to elementary students. Okay, about my expectation, what I want to learn from the course is that because I'm struggling with teaching grammar, and I just don't know what to start and what the easy way to explain to the students for them to understand. And I want to know about the activities used to engage their learning and their practice. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
about my teaching, how to add SES and IES. First thing, I use the pre-assessment of my students, whether they know how to use it or not. I just give them some examples of the word. Like, for example, I go to the market and let them change the sentence to the 3rd person singular. Give them a few and try to test a few students. Yes, and after that, I will, if they don't know, most of the class they don't know, I will explain the rules of adding SES. Yes, and after that, after I explain, I will let them try to make the sentences. After that, I will let them practice with the partner, and after the practice, they will read the short daily routine of Mr. Sok. Yes, and after read, they know, and I will let them to write their own daily routine, but they will choose the third person singular. They can
Mhm.
choose one of their friends or their families that they know well about their daily routine. Yes,
Mhm.
and after that, just let them present and end the class.
Good, good. Okay. Nice to hear that you mentioned the word pre-assessment. I see the word group. Okay, discussion or writing. Okay, so we can. This is not very traditional. This is not all about just presentation and the practice. Okay. So we can see the variation or the varieties of techniques or activities used in her grammar classroom. Okay, thank you very much. Next, please. PV, okay? Are you
Yes,
ready?
yes. Very good morning, teachers and all classmates. Yes, nice to see everyone here, and I am so excited to be in this course. Yes. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Thierry, and I am from Kampot Province, and I am working in the NGO called Education Rural Community Organization, and I am an English teacher here, and I teach nurseries and primary class. Yes, and in my experiences with grammar teaching, for me, I'm not very good at that, but like with the IES, S, and double S adding. So like for me, when I teach the students, I give them the example. First, I give them the rule, yeah, to show them how can we add S, yeah, double S, S, IES, yeah. And after that, I just let the students to match, and when they match the verbs, yeah, that we use with he, she, and it, yeah, and after that I just let them to use in the sentences. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, teacher, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All
Thank
of
you.
yeah, all my speech. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I have to be a bit flexible now because I have already combined all your responses in one file, and I'm gonna send it to you. For your introduction, just simply tell about your name, okay, and your teaching and your workplace. And you don't have to go through your proposed activities for a given grammar lesson. Thank you so much. Because you will read all of those, okay, sometime at your own time. Yes?
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, thank you, teacher.
Okay, okay. So go ahead for the rest. Please just tell us your name very quickly. 1 minute, okay? Who is next? Sarun. Yeah, please go ahead. Thank you. Sarun raised his hand.
Yeah, thank you, teacher. And let me say good morning, teacher, and good morning, everyone. Let
Morning.
me introduce myself to you all. My name is Sian Saron, and nice to see TV also.
You are friends?
We were classmates during university level.
Oh.
Actually,
Yes, nice to see you. I'm
and
so happy.
again, I am Saron. I am an English teacher at a high public school called Hun Sen Wat Svai High School, which is located in the city of Siem Reap. I have had 4 year experiences of teaching in high school level, and these 4 year I have taught only grade 10. Let's come back to the point. My experience is teaching grammar, in particular teaching third person singular verbs. I mostly sometimes use only deductive, sometimes use only inductive, sometimes use both deductive and inductive based on the student background. Whenever I I acknowledge that my students should apply. I should apply this to this class. I should apply inductive to another class, and sometimes I should apply both to another class in the hope that students' ability can match with that approach. Yeah, this is my experience.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Nice to see more experience from other teacher. I'm very happy to hear from you all. Thank you very much.
Okay, very good. Okay, it sounds you know quite well already about grammar teaching. Okay, but let's wait and see the project. I'm going to give you some projects, and so everybody can exercise or can, even you know much already, but with the project you can kind of exercise your existing or activate your existing knowledge, okay, of a particular area. Thank you so much. Okay. Say Nick, okay, please.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, yes.
Good morning, everyone. So let me introduce myself. My name is San Srenik, and right now I'm not a teacher anymore, but I used to be a teacher in a private school in Siem Reap, and this is my third chance to be a trainee of this course, and I have taken 2 modules already. The first one is teaching vocabulary to young learner, and another one is teaching young learner to speak English. So I'm lack of teaching grammar, and right now even I'm not a teacher, but I'm still interested in this course, and I'm willing to learn everything from you with this course. And that's all for me. Thank you, teacher. And thank you.
Yes. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Yes. Next, me. Hello, me. You raised your hand, please. Hello. Or who is next? Maybe me has a problem with his internet connectivity. Who's next, please? What about Nekru Kanika? Hello. Are you still here?
Yes, teacher, I'm still.
Okay, yes.
Oh, sorry, maybe I'm sitting near teacher Putterat. We have some noise. Teacher, can you off? It's here from you. Okay. It's better.
Hello. Or can I move to the next person? We can wait until you get ready.
Teacher, now it's clear for me.
I still hear.
I don't know.
Because you are you are sitting close to Phuket, I guess.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Or you may join one. Okay.
No, that's far away from me.
It's okay now. It's okay now.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I would like to say thank you, teacher, and thank you everyone in here. I'm Kanika. I'm from Cambodia Children Fund, and nowadays I'm working with primary level with a student, like a kid that from 5 until 15 years old, like that. Yeah, and for activity that take about the grammar, like S or ES, with a person singular. For our technique always like that. The first we start to warm up about our lesson, the previous lesson, and then we illustrate the lesson to connect with the new lesson about S or ES. And after we warm up or illustrate the lesson. After 2 new lesson, we let them know about information how to use ES or S, and then we let them do the activity that we apply differentiation technique to the student. Yes, to practice about other activity in this, that we have rotation for other group. That means all the students, they can do all activity with the same time. After that, before we finish the lesson, we have do assessment for learning to students to check their understanding. Yes, and after that we let. I think our my technique is very traditional style.
Okay, okay. I think so. Sorry. Okay, thank you very much, Kak Nika. Okay. Well, who is next? Just your name and your workplace, please.
Good morning, teacher, and good morning, everyone in this class. I'm Chatra. Now I have been working for public school since 2018 until now. It's years, and I also work private school as my part-time job, and at the weekend I work for NGO, teaching the orphan. I teach elementary, and one more class is about translate newspaper. But since the COVID-19 problems, our class was skipped because they didn't have a smartphone or computer to continue online class. So this maybe a year because of COVID-19. And before I joined this course, I never get trained about the cram approach to teach grammar before. But I use my knowledge when I got from PTTC Siem Reap, and I use IBL approach to teach my student. And sometimes I use my own. I use my own method, like example, and create a form or show the student about the form, and after that let them practice by group and after that individually. And one more method is about IBL. It is a long, I can say that it uses a longer time than my previous method, but it effectively, if I have enough time, I use a IBL approach. And IBL have 5 steps. I don't know all of you used to heard about IBL or not, but I tell them I can tell all of you a little bit about it. It has 5 steps. First one is IBL is stand for inquiry-based learning. It is a form of active learning that starts by posting questions, problems, or scenarios. It contrasts with traditional education, which generally relies on the teacher presenting facts and their own knowledge about the subject. It's 5 steps in this method. First one is depth of study. It means like a teacher give student about the question, lead to through provoking shots and ideas, encouraging student to dive deeper into research. And step 2 is personal meaning. Student can, with a personal meaning, students are committed to the topics, and this also act a hook in presentation. Students can their own idea about the question that they know, and it is I can say that it is a student knowledge before going to the next step.
Prior knowledge, okay.
Yes. Step 3 is about encourage critical thinking. This step is we lead the student to engage in the problem solving process by conducting research and finding the arguments that best support the answers. And next step is original ideas. Original ideas is the original. The answer is original, and if someone else had pursued the same question, the outlook will have been different. Students bring their passion and experience into the answer. Yes, teacher, that's all.
Okay, beautiful. Chitra, nice to hear the IBL, inquiry-based learning. Okay, in the course, we will be working on this. Throughout the course, yes, we will be discussing and analyzing or critiquing, okay, on this kind of aspects. Thank you so much. Okay, Anne raised his hand very quickly, Anne, okay. Hello.
So good morning to teacher and everyone.
Morning, yes.
My name is Oyan. You can call me An. And I am from the teacher development support organization known as the Onco 3 Project. I work as a teacher of English, and I have been teaching English for almost 6 years. And I teach a primary student and elementary student. And I'm here because of this interesting topic, and I really like teaching grammar.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next, please.
Good morning, teacher, and good morning, everybody.
Yes, Tida. Hello.
Yes, can you hear me properly, teacher?
Yes, sure.
Yes. So my name is Coach Tida, and I am very lucky to be chosen by you from this course, teacher.
Congratulations.
Yes, yes, and I am one of the teacher that is came from private school, and I take 3 different levels, and I could say that my student age are from can be 6 to 14, and I am here to gain more knowledge from this course because we have it could be different how to approach teaching grammar to the kids. Okay, so that is my
Thank
golden
you.
chance to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you
teacher.
so much. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Tida. Next, can I hear from Chan? Hello.
Good morning, teacher. Good morning, all trainees. I am glad to be with you guys. And yeah, my name is Chan. Right now, I am studying as a junior in University of Southeast Asia and also working as a teacher. But actually, I am very new experience in teaching grammar because I only take it as my part-time job. And my full-time job, I only teach kindergarten. And nice to see you, and I'm willing to listen and gain more knowledge from you guys and the teacher. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay. Yes. Okay. Next. Who is next, please?
Hey, I would like to start. Good morning, Professor and all teachers here. Hey, my name is Braus. I'm currently a junior student at Panjashastra University in Siem Reap campus. I've been teaching at a non-profit organization for about 3 years now. I teach a mixed level learner, but I divide it into 2 levels, but mostly they are a high school student and also a student who get married, most of them, they are very old, and it's really hard to teach them with the pronunciation sometimes. And related to my grammar teaching, I am really very new to this, and even I'm just teaching follow the book or just follow the rule, but I just finished one course from PUC related to the deductive approach and also inductive approach. So I'm just knowing some of it, but I'm not so clear. That's why I just want to learn more. I want to make my class more interesting and more satisfied.
Okay.
And I'm really want to learn more from this.
Thank you so much, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next, I think Suchita. Suchita, have you already introduced your name to the group? Introduce yourself to the group, please. Hello, Suchita.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, yes.
You hear me clearly, right?
Sure, yes, of course.
Yeah, because now I am at my hometown, Stone District.
Okay, we can hear you. Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you so much. So let me introduce myself. My name is Suchita, and I graduated bachelor degree at Panyasatra University of Cambodia in 2018. And my major is TESOL. And now I have been working as a teacher for more than 5 years. And now I work for Family Care Cambodia. That is non-government organization located in Phom Thonol Primary School and Sandan Primary School. And I also have part-time class to teach students for pre-intermediate level and elementary. For my experience to teach grammar with sufficient singular, most of the time I divide for students from primary school. I just use deductive and inductive to teach them, to share them to. It means like I give them the formula, and sometimes I also let them to practice their speaking, and then for pre-intermediate student, most of the time I test them because I want to know the student background, how much they understand from this lesson before. And after that, after my explanation, I know the student and give them some explanation, the formula, and then I want to tell my student understanding. I always let them to present in the class, let them to be a teacher in the class. Yeah, that is the style of teaching for grammar. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Suchita. Okay, have a good homestay in Stone District, right? Thank you. Okay, I think the last person is me. Hello, me. Is your internet okay now? Me, hello. No? Okay. We will get to know him later, I guess. Thank you so much. You know, one thing that I can't stop telling you now is my surprise or my great enthusiasm about your you know, good experiences, because yeah, having listened to you, but yeah, that most of you, I've learned that most of you have good experience in teaching grammar, okay, or have a long, you know, teaching experience. And something that noticeably excites me is your English. Okay, you speak very good English. Okay, congratulations. I'm happy to hear this. I can say this is a very dynamic or very strong group. Okay, I'm happy to have selected the right people in here. Let me go through the course a little bit, everybody, just for an idea of where we want to go and what you will be supposed to do. Okay, but from your experience, I guess you don't have much to learn from this, but you have much to share. Okay, not to learn, but to share. Okay. I love the fact that most of you have or know much about inductive and deductive approach. Okay. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
My conclusion a little bit, everybody. After having read your responses, I have concluded that here, several of you are familiar with some key terms such as deductive, inductive, PPP. You didn't mention the word PPP, but I could see that in your scenarios, in your proposed activities, you follow the presentation, practice, and production. And you mentioned the word setting, scene, concept check, okay, objective statement, illustration, such and such. I'm happy with this. This shows me that you are not new. That is why I can, let's go back to my introduction a bit earlier about ICT, not ICT, ITC, I Teach Cambodia. This is for the advanced, okay, the in-service or advanced training or advanced, okay, teachers. This is not new, okay? You are not the new teachers. You are not the early career teacher. You are already advanced. But you know much about some facts about teaching grammar. Thank you so much. However, through my observation or my analysis of your responses, I can see that your proposed scenarios are more teacher-fronted. You know, teacher-fronted. It's more about teacher talking, more about teacher explaining the points to, or the language point, or the language, the target language to the student. They are more about presentation and practice. Actually, they are more. I should change this a little bit. So your activities are more about presentation and practice. Okay. I want you to take a look at my proposal to the same case, everybody. This is my conclusion from what you have done. And this is my proposal. You may consider this. The first thing I'm going to do in this lesson, I propose these activities, is to review the basic form and use of present simple. Just a review, to start the class with the review of the basic form. Okay, just to make sure that they realize, okay, or they can remember some rules, especially the formation of the present simple. And I'm going to introduce the objective, okay, to the students. Yeah. In here, I would say this is my engagement, okay, or engaging activity. By introducing the topic, by reviewing, okay, some related areas or related points, student may be more or less, or more often than less, be engaged in, okay, the course of the study or the study process or learning process. I would next, okay, start with getting students to talk about with their pair. Just start talking, okay, you working together, talk about your daily activities. Okay, I can give them the model for sure. Let's say for me, I get up at 6:30, okay, I go to bed or something like that. So I give them the model. So I get them to talk in pairs about their daily activities. Okay. The next activity is to get students write their, one sentence about their partner on the board. So I will call them to the whiteboard and write one short sentence about his or her partner. Maybe 5 people, or no, 5 to 10, depending on how much time I have for this. but roughly 5 to 10 sentences, meaning 5 to 10 students coming to the board and write a report, a short sentence, a simple sentence about his or her partner. It's named or known as engage, or no, activate, sorry. Okay, so I try to activate, try to make their knowledge active. Okay, we call activation or activate stage. The next thing is course study, where I will ask student to, ask the class to see whether ES, RES, blah, blah, blah is added correctly to the verb and explain their answer. So now let's say, now that I have a list of 10 sentences on the board, and I will ask the whole class to take a look closely or to look at each sentence very closely and see if, okay, SES or IES correctly added, okay, or correctly used in a sentence. No problem if they make mistake, if they cannot find any problem, okay. Teacher explain clear rules. The clear rule that is, yeah, I'm going to explain the clear rule. Okay, the S, ES or IES in this of, following these kind of conditions or rules. Okay, and after that, I will get student or get the worksheet. I'll give them the worksheet to work on. Okay, 5, 6 sentences where students will have to fill in the gap or match the correct answers or exercise. So it's more about the controlled practice. And the last thing to do is activities to get them to write about their friends or their, can be good or bad example, okay, or good or bad habits, okay, of their friends. Through this writing, I can see that they can put, the target language into use or into practice, which is more, which is not controlled, but they will have to reflect the reality or through their conversation or the discussion with their friends. And then students exchange their sentences for peer feedback. Okay, so yeah, after creating or after writing the 5 sentences, they will have to exchange and see if their friends can recognize or can identify the mistakes or the problems of the target point. Okay. This is my proposed one, but we will see more. Again, this is not the only way to teach this grammar focus or this grammar point. But I can just show you that if you look at the whole scenarios or the whole, you can see that students have quite a good opportunity to discuss or to communicate the target language. Like in here, in the review, they have to think. In the activate stage, they have chance to talk, okay? And in the activate again, the last activity groups here, they have a chance to speak or to write or to correct each other. I can say in this lesson account or teaching account or scenario, only I use very little time to explain, okay, the target point to the students. In general, I can say this lesson is rather inductive or communicative. It's not all about presenting the rules, but it's about practicing, it's about doing. So students have chance or opportunity to do, and this also fits the IBL raised or addressed by or mentioned by Chitra, inquiry. Okay, this is more about inquiry. Teacher asks the questions, students try to find answers. Okay, and when they cannot do anything, teachers try to give the clear cut or the explicit rules to the students. Hello, everyone.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay. There are more activities. Next week, I will be talking about some what we say eclectic approaches to teaching grammar. Okay. So more, but this is just an introduction. Okay. I'm going to show you the course outline, everybody. This will help you to have a control over your study here in this course. Some forgot to unmute the microphone, please. Oh, sorry, mute, please. Mute your microphone. Thank you. Okay. This is an overview or the course outline, everybody. Week 1, we have the course orientation or literature review. Yeah. An introduction to a major assignment. Will be done today. Week 2, eclectic approaches to teaching grammar, presenting and explaining grammar and grammar practice exercise activities. So these are the key focus, or more about the rule, more about rules about teaching grammar in week 2. Don't expect anything this week, okay, in this regard. In week 3, it's about corrective feedback on take-home test. So after week 2, I'm going to give you a take-home test in which you will be asked to, to prove that you understand some key concepts discussed in week 2 and week 1. Okay, so try to get all the materials and try to review them. In week 1, especially in here, I'm going to talk about some literature related to grammar teaching or teaching and learning in general, actually. And in week 2, about approaches. Week 3, after week 2, soon after week 2, I'm going to give you not a quiz, but a take-home exam or take-home test, where you will have to demonstrate your understandability of key terms or key concepts and your analytical skills. So you will be given a scenario or a lesson plan, okay, and asked to identify or to critique whether this lesson plan works well or responds well to the concepts that we will have discussed in by week 2, okay, or in week 2. Okay. Week 4 is about the oral presentation of, okay, the major assignment. So a major assignment will be introduced later today, today, and then you will have to do the presentation in week 4. Okay, plus corrective feedback. And week 5 again, presentation plus corrective feedback. And then the wrap-up session. Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
So please, this can be a very good map, okay, for you of what you've got to do or your main responsibilities. Yeah. So please be ready for week 4 and week 5. Okay. And for week 2, I will do a lot of this is more about lecture, right? Interactive lecture. The content, we will be working on this. Okay, this is the core content or the thing that you will have to learn, or you will have to take away and put them into your classroom environment where possible. Okay, where applicable. Okay, yeah. So we will work on this eclectic. Not eclectic, but eclectic approaches to teaching grammar, and some tips, okay, or activities or suggestion that you can use to present or explain grammar rules to the students, and then the grammar practice activities, okay, not just controlled, but more meaningful or communicative practice. Of course, there's a concern, everybody, that most people learn a lot of grammar, but unfortunately, when it comes to actual writing or speaking, they make a lot of grammar mistakes. And this is a very big. I've been teaching teachers from, I mean, when they are taking the TESOL program, master degree at BBU, at UC, at PUC, okay. Most of them are teachers already. And as you know, teachers in Cambodia must know grammar, okay? Must be a grammarian or grammarer, okay? Who can talk a lot, who can explain grammar rules a lot to students. But the problem, let's say, because in the master program, candidates, okay, or students are more engaged in reading and writing. Okay, so I keep them busy writing assignment, term papers, and reading such and such. And I can see many silly mistakes with the use of passive construction. Okay, the sentence fragments, run-on sentences, for example. So if I ask them to explain me the passive voice or passive construction, they can do a perfect job. But why, when it comes to communicating, when it comes to writing the real text in which you will have to use passive constructions, you make mistake with that. Okay, so we can say they have great knowledge of grammar, but not the communicative, what we say, competence. So we have not skill, actually. So the knowledge and skill, they have good grammar knowledge, but not grammar skills. In other words, they cannot use all of those grammar rules in their communicative, okay, in a communicative manner, speaking or writing. Okay, so please, you know, I hope these approaches, okay, or things may answer the questions to some extent, okay, if they are appropriately put into practice. What I expect from this, everybody, is that here I say course learning outcomes, or CLO, course learning outcomes, okay. Number one, you will explain key concepts underlying approaches to teaching grammar. For example, you should be able to explain eclectic approaches, okay, or deductive, inductive, IBL, yes, inquiry-based, or or TBL, task-based learning approach, such and such. It is important for a teacher or a TESOLer to be aware of some key term or terminologies or concepts about teaching. It's like I usually say to my trainees that when you are selling things in the market, you should be able to explain some terminologies. Okay. Yeah. And you're a teacher, you should know what teacher-centered is, learner-centered is, okay? Constructivism, such and such. Deductive, inductive. So these are the words that should be on the tip of your tongue or should be in your mouth as a teacher. Okay, everyone? This may give you the benefit, especially when it comes to, or when you have to sit an interview or sit an exam for a teaching job or position at some places. Okay, because in an interview, people will talk about all of those terminologies. If you understand this, it should be an advantage or a benefit. Second CLO no, yes, CLO, learning, course learning outcomes, critically reflect on their own or their teachers' teaching practices of grammar lessons. So after the course, you should be able to critique, okay, or to reflect on your own teaching, whether, okay, I have done a good job already. So I will say very big congratulations. Or you may say, oh no, so far I have not done good enough. Okay, I have not yet taught my teacher, sorry, my student. Okay, good enough yet in terms of you know the approaches. Okay, I haven't used the effective approaches to my teaching yet. Or maybe after these courses, you see, okay, these are beautiful already. Unfortunately, my classroom environment or my workplace doesn't welcome, okay, such a new approach or such, new method. For one thing, for example, because of class size. Okay, like in case of Saron, okay, he teaches at high school, and I can imagine you have more students. And of course, it must be a bit difficult for you to integrate some modern techniques, some communicative, okay, techniques or approaches to teaching such a large group of students. Okay. So it's
yes, teacher.
Yeah, it's about reflection. Yeah. Of course, I know that most of you here know much about teaching. You have long experience of teaching. Okay, I love this very much. So again, you may learn something or you may not learn something, but finally you should be able to reflect. Okay, I have done a good job. Congratulations to me. Okay. Or I have not done a good job yet, so I should do this, this, and that. It's good to reflect, everybody. CLO number 3, plan an effective grammar lesson that provides learners great opportunity to experience the target language. This is in my agenda as well. Yeah, I will get you to plan the lesson, a grammar lesson, a complete grammar lesson. Okay, we are not learning about lesson planning, but you should be able to plan using the techniques or the approaches that we will be discussing or I will be presenting to you throughout the course. Okay, so try to, actually here we are trying to plan the lesson which may be rather effective, okay, that can ensure the great opportunity for the students to experience or to practice or to communicate, okay, or to build the skills, the grammar skills. You may come up with a good plan, but it doesn't mean that the plan always works in every situation. Please be in mind that teaching is context oriented or situational, approach or leadership. Like Saron has said, in this group, with this group of students, I use deductive. With the other group, I use only inductive. But in the next group, I may use the combination of both deductive and deductive. Okay. When you see this, you can see the flexibility. Okay, you can learn about the flexibility that he has in order to fit, the learner's need, okay, or the plausibility of the students. Okay, so simply after the course, you will be able to say or to explain, not to memorize, but to explain some concepts about grammar teaching. Second thing is the reflection on your own teaching or your teacher's teaching or your peers' teaching. And then, and I can do this, here for the first two CLO will be measured in my take-home tests after week 2. I have a clear plan already, a clear map already. So after week 2, where I will talk about the eclectic approaches to teaching grammar, I will get you, I will design a take-home test for you, mainly, okay, as I said here, sorry, you see, yeah, here, yeah, understanding concept and analytical task. Okay. The assessment tools, everyone, I'm gonna assess you using all of these tools: attendance or participation in class discussions. Okay, so please attend class as, you know, regularly, yes, or participate, not just attend, but please also talk when the ball is given to you, when the ball is in your court, okay? Quizzes, okay, or take-home tests, or tasks, sorry, lesson preparation and planning, yeah, and revision, okay. I can say revision here is more about a take-home test, and this is, I'm going to adjust this a little bit, but again, it's about quizzes or take-home tasks or test. And then the third one is about major assignment or group, the oral presentation. Okay. The 10 trainees here who came through my interview, you are familiar with this framework already. This is the mode of course delivery, how I deliver the course. Yeah, number one, interactive lecture, where you will have to, I will ask you before I tell you, presentation, discussion, such and such, okay. And the next is workshop. So the first 2 weeks, week 1 and week 2, is more about this, okay, interactive lecture. Week 3, 4, and 5 is more about workshop. So work plus shop, as you can see. Workshop means work plus shop, okay. Work refers to your ideas, your product, your problem, experience, good practices. And shop means exchanging, sharing, discussing, critiquing, or reflecting. So this simply means if you don't have any work, then you have nothing to shop with others. If you have nothing to shop with others, you are not the right person in this marketplace for the last 3 weeks. Okay. Yeah. And your work, your ideas, your product, your problem will be expressed or will be shown in your take-home exam or, okay, your presentation or your preparation. My expectation, okay, full attendance and participation in all activities. Full completion of all tasks. With 2 weeks of absences, trainees will not be given certificates. Okay, please pay attention to point number 3. If you're away with us, if you are away from us, okay, for 2 weeks, for one reason or another, I don't care, either consecutively or, you know, every other week. Let's say today you are here, next week you are not, the following you are not here. So totally, if you are absent for 2 weeks, you will not get the certificate. Okay, please take care of this. Good performance may be considered for the future courses if requested. Okay. We don't give you marks. We don't give you the passing or failing marks. Okay, but your performance can be a great guidelines, okay, or guidance for our consideration for your candidacy, candidacy. So if you request for the future courses, future courses. Okay, everyone.
Yes.
Yes,
And
teacher.
is everything clear about the course? Yes?
Yes.
Good job.
It's fully clear.
Fully clear, right? My question. Okay, so let's, okay, I have a few questions before we have a break, just 5 to 10 minutes break, okay? Well, will you get a certificate if you're absent, if you're away from us for 2 weeks?
No, teacher.
No. Okay.
Yes.
If you are a poor performer in this course, poor performer means somebody who doesn't care much about or who doesn't complete the full completion of a full task or assignment. Will you be considered for the next intake?
No, teacher.
No.
Very good memory. Okay. Okay. And how many weeks are the course? Does the course last?
5.
5 weeks.
Okay. What are we gonna do for the first 2 weeks? What are our main mission? តើបេសកកម្មអីសម្រាប់2សប្តាហ៍ដំបូងយើងវាយយកអី
Like
Terminology.
literature.
Theories, right?
Theory and terminology.
Yeah, theories or terminology or literature. So literature review or theories, okay? For the first few weeks. What about the last 3 weeks? Week 3, what are we gonna do in particular week 3?
Workshop.
Workshop, right? What does workshop mean?
Sharing the ideas.
No, it means work plus shop, okay?
Okay. Share.
Okay.
Knowledge. Exchange the information.
Exchanging information, very good, okay? Or what information will you have to change or exchange or share?
It's about teaching grammar, teacher. The approach of teaching
I am sorry?
Approach.
The technique and approach about teaching grammar.
Yeah, approaches to teaching grammar or especially your products, okay? I mean, because I will get you to write or to plan a lesson, a grammar lesson of your own choice. Then you will have to do the presentation. And your presentation is your work. You are showing here is my product, okay? Please. And I may require you to send this out to people before your presentation. So we will try to find as more critical areas as possible, as many critical areas as possible, so that we can ask you some questions during your presentation. You see, very much, okay. And what next? I think everything should be clear already for you about the course. But what about your feedback? Please, what about your attitude after being introduced or after having been introduced to this nature, the nature of this course? How do you feel? Scared?
I feel
Happy.
more interesting and want to
That's
learn
very
more.
good.
A little bit, right? I'm not scaring you away, okay? Please. But I hope I have chosen the right people, okay, or the right candidate, okay, to be in this course. You are not running away. Okay.
No.
No. Thank you very much. Please have a short break. Now, can we start again at 10:05 or 5 past 10?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, okay. So see you at 5:10. Go to the same link, okay? Go to the same link. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay.
Excuse me, teacher. Hello.
Yes.
I'm Dimitri talking. I'm sorry that I did not respond to you because of my internet.
Okay, no problem. Okay, see you